Hey, field agents, the FBI here, coming at you with the server analysis. So let's jump straight into it. Server analysis is where I tell you where the enemies is located, what to expect, playing styles, and we highlight some key players. So let's jump into it. We're doing server 249. If you want to hit your pause button here, I got the locations in the little one place, and here's some more. Now I'll go over base by base and we'll talk about some of these, and by the end of the video I got some reports to show you that are outside of the realms of the battle engines and believability. But we'll get into that as we progress. For now, let's visit the bases. Base 1, TFH, yeah, small base. Look like we got 30, mostly 35s, but 30 to 38s, with the average player being a 35. Medium large. Alright, they're off the list. Next we have 792470. First thing I notice is that they have 2 paid players. Oh, somebody won an event and then a paid player. It's probably the anchor player. Nope, 1.4. Maybe Old Keep got zeroed and somebody took it in. Not sure what the story is, but there he is. Same story. We're looking at 35s on average, and they have a 40. It's 1.6. I don't see who the rally leader would be. Anyway, no distinguishable person stands out, and they aren't moving. Onward. STA. That is the Farm Alliance to Fook. We'll do them last. GBU. It's the good boys. This person was active in server, like extremely active. It's just one player with some farm accounts that does not have a team, but was very active in defending the temples. I'll have some reports to show y'all in the player highlights section of the video. So like I said, no alliance, but very active. And that was one of our players. We were working on something. One of our players is working on something. TLS. This one's mostly low 30s. Exceptional 1 or 2. This should be a farm alliance to one of the major teams. And not actual players. And there's the captain, the rally leader, in the center. Circle. Alright. None of this was involved in server. I'm going to do cheater and the highlights. Jag. This was the other major alliance. Yeah, you got Jag and Folk. They were in there. I mean, we did see some Jag, but 80% of what we seen was Folk playing. I believe there was a rogue agent here and there that came out of Jag. They definitely have some players. Actually, I might take that back. I'm not remembering any of these names. None of them messed with me on the temple. The temple was all Folk, and that one player I showed y'all. The big ice cream castle. I think somebody scouted me from here, but they didn't actually attack. Okay. I'm leaving them. Okay. Alright. We're into the final team. Let's do the coordinates first. I guess you'd call all this as them, but their center coordinates is 619660. We started out the server, and this player was unshielded. I want to say it was this player. I know at one time this player was unshielded with like 10 billion archer rings. Sir Gold did the same. I hit this one a few times. Alright, I'm gonna pause it and show y'all some reports to go with these names. Alright, now we're into the part where we show y'all some of what happened. So some of what happened when the match first started, the guy, if y'all followed me, the guy that stole our alliance and then destroyed it, he was accepted onto this team FFL. And it happened they accepted him right as the server started. So I said, the hell with server. I went over there just to do whatever I could to them. And they just happened to have one of their guys over there that came to do something. So I plucked him because we showed up at the same time. Hell, I still had my Arctic March. I didn't even think I was getting ready to hit a person. Luckily, the scout didn't come prepared either. So that's all he had. Or I would have lost. But I was just so mad. So I went. That happened. The next thing happened is why I think they cheated. And why we've lost before, and I'm not a sore loser. Cause I usually tells everybody, good job, they beat us, whatever. We lose all the time because of shields. I'm used to losing. I'm far from being a sore loser. But this has not ever happened. I'm going to show y'all the report, and y'all can be the decider on it. I scout the guy before I hit, which I don't never do that. I scout 2 times because I didn't believe it after I read it the first time. So I'm going to show you, this is the most recent right before I hit. Because I scouted, I set up for the hit, and then I scouted again to ensure that he didn't pick up any extra things, right? So this is what he had on the wall. He had this. Notice there's nothing on the bottom. No refining of the general. No runes on the general. He didn't even take the equipment to 5 stars. He did not even do this item right here. He had left this one blank on the refine. And he left the defense and an HP blank on the refine. But he did these. So he had 4 perfectly refined pieces and I knew this going into it. He had 4 perfect pieces. That meant these 2 made these 2 terrible. These numbers might as well have been half. If this is 0 and this, you basically cut them numbers in half. So the amount, defense, and HP was garbage. The attack was on point, and the HP and defense was garbage. The sneaky part he did, which I caught this too, but like I said, he screwed the other one up so bad, and his general had no HP, no defense, no attributes from the refining. He had that, he had this. That didn't apply because it was gate guard. And he had this, and he had battle tested. He didn't even have the other one. He had the free one, the battle tested. And on the bottom he had ground attack, siege attack, range attack. And reduce enemy 15, ground, and the ground by another 15. So he set ground up to fail pretty hard. Between the refining and the additional things. Then we're getting, what does his troops actually look like? The layers are so thin, he has no upper layers, no upper traction to do anything. Until you get to, he actually on these 4s, he actually had enough to cause a little bit of traction. But those siege was not enough to be devastating. And then he had a few T2s on top of these T1s. And the T1s was only 312. I regularly go through 600 and 700 million with refines close to this all day long without this garbage general and general setup. Now on the bottom, we'll look at this. Archers sent with Scorpio and Alyssa. So he's got some 14s and 13 archers which aren't being debuffed correctly by the general. But you know, they're still there, so they still count. This is a lot of archer. 14, 13, 12s. It's a lot of archer. And then you got the correct is 5400 ground, but it's correct ground. And he did a good job on it. But then he has no layers from 12 down. Or 11 down. So one of them no layers, know that. And I'll show you the outcome of this fight. So I hit it. First of all, let's look at the buffs. I hit it with the mount. I was going to go mount on mount because it's a mount trap. And then I was going to run it through with ground afterwards, but I didn't after I seen what happened. I pulled it back, healed, and then tried something else. But so he doesn't debuff nothing. Amount he does 1200 of 31. Leaves me 2000 above his 15. And I think with the 4 attributes, 1200 apiece, even if I debuff 0 of them, that set them up to 15. No, 8, 13. 13. And then my numbers came in. But here's what I sent. Sent 50 range. They killed 54. Sent 3 of this. I killed about 14. I sent 32 of it. No, 222 of this. And got 19. 4,000 this, killed 28. The range did really well. The range was killing multiples more. A big up on that. Range did good on that. And now here's where the mount started about breaking even on the 13s. Siege did well here. And I didn't have nothing else down here. I kind of threw this march together. Maybe if I had it set up like my regular with the 10s and 11s and 12s, but I just did 13 up. Then here's what he kills. His range didn't get touched. Seeds didn't get touched. I mean, you've seen the buffs earlier. And the T1's laid waste. But here was the subsidies, because that's going to be the next thing you'd consider. Harold did his thing. Jackson did nothing. 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 Harold did his thing. Jackson did nothing. Jackson did nothing. To my mount attack. So he has two subsidies that even entered the fight as far as debuffing me or affecting the fight. Here's the people that joined them. This is that guy that sent the range on the ground general. He got 5 million. 1.2. He took 1.2 of it. This guy got 200, 350 of it. So they took 1.5 of my march. The reinforcements did. Oh, wrong fight. They took 1.5. And it means he took 5.5. Now the next one got even worse. So I doubled down. I seen the range. I read the report real fast, and I seen the range had went a little bit good. So I doubled it down and switched it around to the range. So then the range like totally flops. Which originally I thought it would. But after seeing the little success, I thought it would do a big success. And the range flops. And that was mainly because I knew he was dead from the first attack, that this wouldn't do a lot. He still nabbed 600 troops, 1,000. This range grabs for 700,000, a little less than 700,000. And then how this happens, I don't know. No. This is what should not have. This is what I don't agree with. 41 for some horses that had 50% HP and defense. That was some bullshit. I laid it in same as before, because I didn't have a preset made. I just had my monsters. I just did the top. Did 515s, and I laid it in with the 14s and 13s. And I had layers all the way down. So, but there's no way in hell that only damaged them that. Maybe I didn't zero them, but that's not the exchange rate on those when you're that poorly set up without some kind of debauchery going on. Like I said, this and this with the combination of down here on leadership and politics, attack and defense, the prime numbers for the troops have not even been increased to the increase for the troops. I'm lucky it's lucky he even threw a damn dragon on there. Cause like I said, everything is the definition of half-ass on this. But I said nothing. And the big thing down here, leadership, politics, attack, defense, nothing. So that means his troops, nothing. No refines. No refines. No rooms. That does not. That 8,000 does not go into it. So after all that, I was like so in misbelief. I scouted him again. So I'm gonna make sure he ain't got like a whole bunch more reinforcements in him. And he still just got the same old little things. Like I said, look here. There's no magic, no magic numbers, no nothing. Any day of the week, you just pop on over this and not even think about it. To a regular person. Poorly set up general. No refines. Not even cultivated. No bulk troops. And it's again with the mount at 635. I started with him at 780, 795. So now I'm at 635 and I'm still losing like that. Still with the same general. Now only 250 troops are killing me. He did refresh his troops. And he went to range. He switched from ground to range. Well, no, never mind. So, he did freshen his troops up though, Andy. But still, no, I should have blown through it. So, unbelieving to this, let me show y'all the next example of unbelievable reports. Alright, here we are, same guy again. I'm going to show you the scout, just to ensure he hasn't done anything different. He's still half-ass set up, and it's still the same equipment. Still nothing on the bottom, still no refines, no cultivations. Show you his reinforcements. Now he did get one extra reinforcement, but let me show you what's getting ready to change on this. Oh no, that's same reinforcement. 8, but both of them are freshened back up. So we're back to the situation from the first hit. Except he still hasn't healed his troops. So when I hit him the first time, he had 315 the first time I hit him. This time, he only has 290. So he didn't heal back everything. Look what happens. Me and another guy, which his buffs are good. He's not bad buff. He's I'm 32. He's probably 28, 27. So I'm 20. Okay, I'm 31, 32. He's 27. Our combined buffs on this was 35. My bad. My rally buff's a little stronger than my solo. Alright, so we hit him at 35, 30, 28. He's got 280 troops with 8 million reinforcements. And they basically shrug it off. And we can't blow away a 700 million player. So we lost it. And not by much. I mean, we're 1.1 and they were 8,700. So unbelieving that, we leave. And he just, we go back to the thing and everybody's talking like they just can't fucking believe it. Because like I said, we zero people way much better than this on our shows. On our BOC, BOG. Alright, I'm gonna hit it. But like I said, it's this guy. Y'all, when you fight him, you just... Somebody needs to report that shit. I mean, it's not real. I just explained to you all the different ways that it can't be legit. But let's see the next report. Okay. We just had an update. I hope they gave us something good and didn't jack us up again. Oh, yeah, I can't move my screen. I'm gonna pause it. Alright, guys. This was the final score. You can see what the crime was about. We lost by 2.1. We tried our hearts out attacking those guys. One of my players, or one of my teammates, the top guy, he was like really, really positive, and then he got caught by a big... They all rallied him. He was in their server, and they all got together and rallied him. But he stayed positive. I think he's about broke even from the rallies. So I was negative 3.9, 4.2 positive. I stayed 300 positive. Wasn't the number I was hoping, but it was positive. Hammer 1.8. He was 700 positive. And RB maybe the backwards. 1 billion negative. So those two balance. My team stayed positive on my team as a whole. Shield droppers, Yeah, we still got that going on. But less than before. So we're making improvements as far as that. But there was one other thing, but I don't think I'll be able to get it here. I'm the server king. I'm gonna try to look back here and read these reports. We won, or we didn't win, but we were the main people on the server, and we got a guy in here just hitting our tiles. He blamed us for not getting them treasure. Well, that's some bull. It's entitlement. Let me show y'all some of this. It didn't happen to me, it happened to them. Is he trying what he saw them do? Yeah, he tried to do what he seen them do. But, I'll show y'all some. What is this? Oh, that's the one I showed y'all. Okay, I didn't show this one to you. We did this one too. It was a mount attack, but we came out good on it. Yeah, we ain't got that one. Somebody picked the middle of server to drop his account. That crazy. This is when this is when he got rallied. I can't. Alright, I'm gonna cut it out. Anyway, that's what happened. and pretty much it's a pretty rough crew. We fought them in July in the battlefield. We smashed them. But that's when we were easy, before our team split up because the other guy lost his fucking mind and wants to be his own team. I think if we met him in the battlefield today, they'd probably take us, but I don't know. I wish my team would get back together. We're like the only place in Ebony that the teams, instead of come together for power, separate, so there'd be less power. But hey, that's not what this is about. Check it out. We'll see y'all around.